Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, making sure microphone is all good before we jump into today's live. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, making sure. Okay, all sounds good. So we are pretty much, how long have we got until the final? 15 minutes until the semi-finals get underway today. Do let me know in the comments who is watching, what server are you from, and also what size keep are you, and also are you following anyone? Are you actually here to support anyone in particular? I'm hoping, and I'm just going to jump over to the game now actually so that we can have a look, that I am streaming the same people from last time round. So let me just go and show you, if you don't know where to go and find out who's facing who in today's battles, go to Battle of Chalons. We're going to go into the top charts, and you're going to see here my alliance 226. We were terrible for this particular one, but you can see the 16 teams left now in this one. PAR finished in 13th, and that is who I was following last time round. Just trying to have a look why the messages aren't showing. There we go. They are showing. Do give me a thumbs up as well in the chat, just to say that everything sounds good from a microphone perspective. 8 people watching. We will have more, I'm sure, throughout the day. Let's have a look who's in today's semi-final. So we've got Sagan's Empire 1337. They were the top scorers for last week. Then we've got Theria TGT 1401 in second. Saints and Sinners in third, 1297. Then we've got Drunk and Chaotic from server 1416. Turtle for Life from 1427. Princess at War 1306. Night Lords 1344. Everyone Suffer from server 1338. The Extra Chromie 1628. Before Questioning from 1569. Just for Fun 1470. Global Elite from 1290. 1292. Parabellum are from 1606. And what we got the last few is New Era from server 1284. Work in Progress server 1329. Elite Force 1479. And if you do want to go and check out who else has made it through to today's Battle of Chalons semis for the different continents, and you can just click on and you can see here that Respect are the first place top scorers from last week for C1 Lord of Domination, Peak of Glory. We can see Phoenix Rising PHX are the top scorers in King of Conquest, continent number 3. Emotional Damage, actually quite a decent score there. 2 million clear of Paragon. We have Pride of God next coming up, and it is another one that's 2 million clear. THE, Tip Just, server 1070. We've already looked at Brilliant Star, and then the last one to have a look at is the newest server, newest continent, which is Heart of Galaxy, server 1663, against the best server 1782 top scorers. So good luck to everyone who is taking part in today's semi-finals. As I said, I have requested that I am still a spectator of PAR. I thought I would stick with them as they made it through last week. Again, we don't know what's going to go on in terms of for tomorrow's final, so it could be that I'm following PAR in tomorrow's final, but with the scores and the top elite servers in this particular round, it's not going to be easy for PAR to make it through. Do let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to win from Continent 5 overall? Brilliant Star, server 1282, 1662. Who is going to win overall? Give me your thoughts. In fact, actually, we have Battle of Chalons betting going on, don't we? And I don't think I have used my coins. Was it in here that we are looking? No, it's probably in the event center. Chalons betting, there we go. And I haven't picked anyone, so some really good teams in this one. So we've got a 1.1 trillion, 1.1 trillion, 1.1 trillion, and no one is probably picking them. So do let me know in the comments, who have you gone for in this particular round of Chalons betting? It would be really interesting to know. We can go through it as well, see some other ones as well, although they don't really break it down as to who is who and things like that, so that's a little bit different. Obviously what we can do is use the 24 million. I would imagine loads of people have gone for this one, haven't they? Do you reckon that's where everyone's throwing their money? I might do the same. I'm not sure. A few minutes to decide for me, so do let me know in the comments whether you think I should go for this one like everyone else has. And of course, with the scores there, they look very strong, whoever this particular alliance is. Okay, how long have we got? We've got 9 minutes until the battle starts. Do me a favour and please do like this stream for me. Help me with the YouTube algorithms. I released a video yesterday, and of course I understand not every video is going to do well, but yesterday's one, I think, ended up with 58 views. And when you've got 8,000 subs, that's telling me there's a few things wrong there. Of course, there are things that I can do better, and I'm always looking to try and improve. But also, as well, when I went and looked on the stats side of things, I also noticed that YouTube weren't really throwing it out. So a like on this particular stream is only going to help me out with those YouTube algorithms. We are literally 8 minutes away. Particular stream. We are literally 8 minutes away. I'm not sure if this is the one that you was on about, but I can see what you're saying there. 621.6 billion playing against the other ones. And do you know what? That's where I'm going to throw my money. Sounds good to me. I don't know how many. Oh, 3,075 coins I've got. I'll have it all. I don't care. Okay, so that one is done. So I agreed with you. That is exactly the one that I have picked. What else have we got before we do start? Actually, what I will do very quickly, because I can, is just jump over to my... No, that's not what I want. Just bear with me 1 second while I go to the right thing. And this is it. This is the Top Game Strategies website. Yes, thank you. That is the one I've selected. JSMed. That is the one I've selected. So this is my website that I'm building. I am determined to build the biggest mobile community strategy website ever. And I'm not sugarcoating this anymore. I really genuinely am going to build the biggest one ever. This is what I've designed so far. So this is replacing empirebuildacademy.com. Had a few restrictions on there. There's a few things that I've learned that I can do different. Let's use Evony as an example, because we are watching Evony today. So you're going to see all of the different guides in there. We're going to have beginner to pro series. We're going to have Evony calculators and tools. And yes, I am working on this. So this is a speed up calculator, just to give you an idea. It doesn't really matter which one you pick, but you can then put in your speed bonus. Let's just say it was 10%. Let's just say it was 1,400. And it's going to show you on the side as well what the actual shortfall and how long this is going to take. So a 1,400 day speed, 1,400 day duration for construction with a 10% speed up bonus is going to give you this. And then you can put in there how many minutes you've got, how many 5 minutes you've got, all of them kind of stuff. Just run over it quickly, how to use, quick tips, etc., etc. I am going to be building plenty of these different calculators, tools as well. which is also going to be a part of this Top Game Strategies website. There's also the opportunity to request guides. There's going to be a community. There's a forum. Lots of different things going on with topgamestrategies.com, and it would be awesome to get all of you involved and start building this community up. Let's go back to the actual game now, which is the most important thing for today. And how many minutes? We are literally getting very, very close now. 5 minutes away. So anyway, like I say, go and follow that, topgamestrategies.com. I'm being serious. I'm going to build the biggest and strongest and best and most useful mobile strategy game website. Okay, a few minutes to go. I'm going to go and grab a drink, and then we will jump straight into the semi-finals for today's 14th Battle of Chalons. Okay, we are back. I've got the water ready. Everything is good. 21 people watching, 8 likes on the particular live stream. That is pretty awesome. Thank you very much for all of your support. If you are just joining, just to confirm, as long as everything goes okay with Evony from their side and what they are doing, we will be looking at today's Battle of Chalons, and we will be in the C5 continent, Brilliant Star, server 1282 to 1662, and I should be the spectator of last week's promotion stage, the PAR Parabellum 1606. Yes, water is what I need today. I'm not. There are plenty of other things that I could be drinking, especially on a day like today. Just to let you know, in the UK, it is absolutely boiling, even though it's only 33 degrees. 33 degrees in Britain is just sweat city. That is exactly what it is. So there may be times where I've got to jump off. I may lose my voice. Or there may be times where I've got to go and get a quick drink of water, and that is it. No one has mentioned actually what server you're from, and it would be really cool, 2 minutes to go, to just know what servers are actually watching today's stream. So do let me know in the comments, quite simply, your server and your alliance name. Who are we saying for today's battle? I don't know who's actually going to be in what particular round, so I don't know who is going to be with PAR and is going to be part of the group on today's semi-final, so it could be literally anyone. I don't even know if there's a particular draw lottery on how they do this. You know, maybe first go with the last and etc., etc., or it's just pure random luck. And yes, beer would be absolutely amazing. You will be sure that that is the first thing after today's stream I will be going to. 471492 DBD. Thank you. That is a merged one. We've got Nani Namahala. No, I probably said that wrong. Apologies in advance. I try. I always do try. Welcome to the stream. And actually, I'm getting behind. No, I'm not. Okay. I thought I was actually missing the start of the stream. 1265 is the server for them. So good luck to you and your server. I'm not saying that you're actually involved in today's stream. Just be amazing. 1697 1705 AMA. Let's have a look. 2 o'clock. I'm waiting for that countdown. What should happen in an ideal world is I should click into this and it should take me straight to the battle, but it doesn't always happen. It's 2 o'clock, so it should actually happen now, but it won't because it never does. So what I need to do is just jump out of this and then jump back into it and pray everything is correct. That is what I am doing. So just give me a second. You are going to see a blank screen while I go back into the game. We've got some more as well. Beer for tonight's game. Norway, England. Can't wait. It is going to be absolutely stressful as hell. It always is when you are watching England. And we've just got to keep our fingers crossed. Captain Kane and Mr. Jude Bellingham are going to run riot, I'm pretty sure. And in an ideal world, we'll win 3-0 and be 2-0 up at half time. There'll be no stress whatsoever. But that doesn't happen with England. Shall we have a look and see if we went into the battle straight away? Just 1 second. Still not got this quite right. One of the things I always like to do is I like to jump into who is facing who. Yay, look at that, spectator. PAR, it all works. They're getting really good, actually. 31 people watching, 8 likes. Please do me a favour and like this particular stream. It really will help. Come on, England. Yes, come on, England. Should do a live stream for it while playing Evony. Absolutely not. Okay, so let's have a look at who is taking part in today's battle. We start always from the left corner. And this is WIP, so we can see the kind of people turning up. Obviously, it's still early and there will be plenty more turning up. But just to give you an idea of the kind of people taking part in today's battle, let's go and have a look at the next one. And this is going to be NER. Who also, it's just really big castles, isn't it? It really is. It's all 44s and 45 pluses with some extremely beautiful, pretty castles that I will never, ever see on this game. No, it's not chat that I wanted to go into. It's back to the world. And this time we will go over to the opposite side and BBQ and have a look at who has turned up for these people here. I genuinely don't know how good PAR are in comparison to the people they're facing. I'm looking at some of these thinking that, you know, maybe there is some hope. And let's go and actually have a look at PAR and see who's turned up. Actually, what I'm going to say is there are 16 people for Whip, there are 22 for NER, BBQ is 13, and I hope PAR isn't 0 because that would be terrible. And that surely is not the case. Where are my PAR crew? Do you reckon I've got to go back out and go back in again? I don't know. Clearly, no one has not turned up for PAR. That would be ridiculous. I've never seen that bug. Ever. I think I'm going to come back out and go back in, especially with 1 minute to go. I think it's definitely worth doing it now. So you're going to see a black screen again. Here we go. Let's come off that. You're going to see a black screen while I go back into it and see if there was some random bug that has happened with Evony. Could you imagine that? None of them beat you. You imagine being in a semi-final and a bug wrote off your team before you even started. That would be absolutely crazy. Okay, so I'm going back into it. Let's get rid of that. And let's keep our fingers crossed this time when I go into it. And let's hope that there's some PAR that'll turn. There's nothing for PAR. I need to go and speak to Evony. Some won't show as a protest for the matchup. I can't imagine all of them didn't turn up for PAR. It's very random. I've never ever seen that particular bug. So I am going to just go and ask very quickly on Evony to see what is going on with that. I'll go and have a word with their chat. No, it's not that I want to go to. It's Facebook that I want to go to. That's how we contact Facebook. In fact, actually, this is how we should be messaging them when there's a problem that you have on your own account. Okay, let's go into Messenger. Hopefully, we can sort something out. How long? 23 seconds. There are... Okay, so what I've done is I've messaged Evony just to see if that is a bug, and also I guess another way we're going to see this is when we see people actually getting involved. I just can't imagine no one's turned up for PAR, even if it was in protest. I just can't see that happening. So. But I'm going to wait on the scores. I can see barbecue and PAR are still on 0. I will get ready to exit in a moment and try that again. And also, of course, in the background, I will be waiting to see if Evony are saying anything. In fact, actually, I am going to exit and go back into it just because it makes sense to do this before any real battle gets underway. That would be hilarious if I've jumped in today and I've come across a new bug. Because that wouldn't work very well, really, would it? What I can do, though, obviously, in the meantime, and once I jump back into it, I will show you the early scores going on. You know, it might be one of those that I don't see, for whatever reason, what's going on with PAR. I mean, maybe it genuinely is in protest. Who knows? Obviously, they're all from the same alliance, so they could definitely do that. That's definitely something that could happen. Let's go back into the world. Let's go into Battlefield map. Again, I can see there is no one from PAR. Genuinely can see no one from PAR. And I can also see there is no scores. So, Uncle Rawn, you could possibly be right. You could possibly be right. And they have actually stayed out of this in protest. Which, if that is the case, I'm not sure what I should do. Because that would literally ruin the whole thing. Actually, I've just noticed that I haven't got the Evony thing up, so just bear with me while I just get rid of this. Okay, so if you are just joining late, and I can see there are 31 people watching on the stream, for whatever reason, PAR are not being shown, and they are also not scoring. So Uncle Ron did mention that some people stay out in the power matchup protest. Could this have happened? Potentially. Waiting to see if there's anything from Evony. They haven't messaged me yet. Question for all of you guys is, what would you do in this situation? Would you request that you get a different alliance to be a spectator of? That would be, I guess, the scenario. That's one thing that I could potentially do. So I'm going to message that in the background. So I do apologise for this. I've never actually noticed this before. This is something completely fresh, completely new. Can see that Evony have now seen my message. If so, could I please be a spectator for a different alliance? That is what I'm going to have to say. Not ideal. I will keep an eye out in reference this particular one just to see if anything changes. Let's go to the score detail. PAR 0. I think Uncle Ron is definitely right. That has got to be a protest. But we can see what is going on with the scores. We can see that NER New Era server 1284 have already taken a very early lead. We can see B4 Questioning is in second place, server 1569 on 101,000. And we can see Work in Progress is in third place, server 1329. Some early scores there. I'm not going to shout them out. I'm going to go back and see what Evony are saying. They haven't said anything to me as of yet. Teams going up against VIG, RSP, NEF often are a no-show because they will be dead in seconds. There we go. And that sounds like that could be the issue today. What is this? No, not that one. Score detail. Let's go back. Yeah, so maybe that is one of the reasons that they haven't turned up to today's battle, because they knew that they just weren't going to be able to do anything in today's battle, which is unfortunate. It's disappointing, but at the same time, I can understand why these things go on. No, I'm not going to cancel that. Still waiting. Please try restarting the game is Evony's answer. Restarted twice. In the Sorry, guys, just typing in the background. Okay, restarted twice. I'm in the semis, but PAR don't look like they've turned up. I can see the battle, but no. Okay, let's go back to the battle. Let's go and have a look at the scores. I will try and do my best to make something of a bad situation. I don't know how it's going to be involving me looking at the scores a lot. Oh, PAR 419. What happened? One of you randomly decided to turn up, didn't you? Two people. Two people have now turned up from PAR. They'll probably join really late just to get some points. There you go. Okay, so we've got two people from PAR. So I can go and find these random two people that have decided they are going to join up. Xeon has turned up. I'm assuming he last 30 minutes or something. It looks like that's what's going to happen. It looks like they've made a decision today to not get involved, not be in it, and as you said, probably turn up late to get the points. But that's fine. We can do a few things in the background. The latest scores. Let's have a look. So really, really good start to the battle. NER New Era, server 1284, 310,000. B4 questioning, 222,000. And we've got work in progress, server 1329, 236,000. I'm just going to send another message. Okay, so they have said that I can be a different alliance. So let's have a look at the scores. Who shall we have a look at today? I will go with... Do you know what? We'll go with work in progress. That's what we'll go. So what I've requested now is that I am a spectator of Whip in the background. So it may take a few minutes for that to happen. But again, I can still jump in scores. 33 people watching. Really appreciate the support. Thank you so much. So hopefully we will have something going on in the background. Let's go and have a look at the battlefield map. No PAR have all turned up. Would you believe it? There you go. Okay. Let me cancel that. Let me cancel that request because I don't need to do that. PAR were playing with me. So that was a little bit crazy. Not really sure what was going on there. Not sure what happened. Let me just get rid of Facebook. I don't need to be changed. And hopefully we can continue with what we were doing. Okay, so now everything is all good. Let's do some latest scores that we can see. And already Parabellum are playing catch up with 38,000 in the scores. Maybe they made a last minute decision to get involved. New Era. Server 1284 in the lead, 402,000. We can see Whip work in progress, server 1329, 388,000. And I can see, obviously, B4 questioning in third, 304. Parabellum, late to the party, are now playing incredible catch-up on this particular game. I'm just going to go and grab a quick drink, and then we will jump straight into the live and continue, as planned, with today's semi-finals. Yes, in today's heat, beer is definitely the order of the day. That's exactly what I need. I am already dripping in sweat. Not something you actually need to know or want to know, but there you go. Okay, let's go and jump into this battle and see exactly what's going on. Let's go first and foremost and see where all of PAR are. Here they are, PAR. And we can see there's quite a few people. I think it was normally Burnt Oak and Jim from last week is what I remember in reference to things going on. I'm going to try and keep an eye on all of the different Alliance wars that are going on as well. Just make sure as well that Evony didn't say anything. It's been updated. Please restart the game and try again. Do you know what? I'll do that as a last minute thing if I need to. There you go. So if PAR are turning up and they are going to be eliminated straight away, maybe I've already got a backup in place to follow instead. There you go. Smart. Okay. Score detail. Let's compose and have a look. NER new era server 1284 587,600. WIP look like the second strongest work in progress, which there is a potential I can be following. Server 1329 550,000. B4 questioning server 1569 458,000. Parabellum late to the party for whatever reason that may be. Server 1606. I've got a beer for everyone, and if you do want to take that beer off me, all you need to do is like this stream and a beer will be on your way. Yeah, it really would be a clever strategy. That really would. Where are we in the individual scores? So we can see actually 94,000 from Cosme from Whip. Then we've got Andy from NER. And then there's a few more of the Whips actually. So they are definitely going to be a strong battle because we can see of Whip, 5 out of the 6 top places are going to them. We can already see, actually, people burning big from PAR, and they are already jumping over the screen. So I do think people's ideas, people's thought process behind Whip is exactly what they said. The power is going to make it very difficult for them to get involved, and there may be a lot of jumping from these, and maybe they will be out of the battle early. We will see. What have we got going on in the chat? Let's have a look. Some medical tents being shared. We will try and see the very first rally from PAR today, if we can get a look at that. Defense is 1. We love battle reports. And this was a 22.2 billion against a 2 billion. And actually, very, very good. Let's go and have a look at the troop buffs and see what was going on with that particular battle, which you can see there. It was a ground march, 4,179%, and not too bad in the debuff as well. In fact, actually, we can also see who was sent in this one. It was Lorenzo de Medici. Evony Tricks, you've reminded me, and that is a very great point. Please do put your ID in the chat so I can share that with Evony and get you some rewards. I'm not sure what they are. They're nothing massive, but it all counts. And then we can see Niccolo Picacino. Yeah, Niccolo was also the assistant in that. But yeah, very well handled in that particular defense. We will hopefully see some more battle reports as we go. Jim is starting all of the Alliance battles, so we'll keep an eye on them as well. And let's go back to the scores. Anything changing? 120,000 Parabellum. Very, very much struggling after turning up late to this party. New Era. I thought they would struggle against Work in Progress. In terms of Work in Progress, having so many in the top scores. And actually, they're pulling away a little bit, although it is incredibly early in the battle. 728,000, and they've got 120 odd thousand lead. We've got B4 questioning in third place with 557, and then Parabellum server 1606, 120,000. There's a few over here, but we can see lots of burning castles. They are saying to Jim, the rally setter is telling people to stop moving. Young Pope has shared the ID there, server 2140, and then JS Med has also shared the ID as well. So please do share all your IDs. I can get them sent across. We've got another battle. No, we haven't, because that one has already stopped. Not sure why it's not letting me click onto that, because I was seeing things. Maybe there's going to be some kind of... Oh, okay. Maybe it's a different... It's not letting me click on... I wonder if it's not letting me click on anything because I'm no longer part of watching this. It might be one of these that... I'm sorry, PAR. I do need to restart and go and have a look at the whip side of things. I will wait for another one to start. It did show me that, but I'm going to wait for the next battle to start. And if it doesn't let me join on in terms of viewing the rally, then we will restart and look from whip perspective on this particular battle. 20 minutes into the battle already. While I wait for that rally to start, let's have a look if there's any change in the scores. And we can see work in progress are doing their best to try and catch up. They've brought it back to under 100,000. Nothing going on at the moment. I'm still waiting. I'm thinking of making the decision just because they are going to be struggling, it looks like. There's a lot of burning castles. There's going to be a lot of jumping castles as well. That it probably is now the right time to come out of this and actually restart. So I'm going to do that very, very quickly. There you go. Nice and easy. No hassle whatsoever. I am now a spectator of whip. Let's go and have a look at where they are on the map. We can see a little bit of scattering, but it seems like the main people are there. So this is where we are going. We will keep an eye on some of the battles. Let's have a look if there's any battle reports that may have been shared before jumping into any of the rallies that are going on. I can't see anything, but that doesn't mean that they haven't been sharing them. Let's come off this. Let's go back into this and let's have a look and wait for the next one. So if you are just joining, we have switched from PAR and I am now a spectator of whip work in progress, who seem to be the second strongest alliance in today's battle. 20.1 billion. Looks like there's some reinforcements going in there as well, although there is an alliance war. Let me just go and jump into this one quickly. Not actually letting me go and see. There we go. Thank you. 10.3 billion, this guy. Although Evony being very slow updating everything, so I didn't actually get to see anything in that particular battle. Or they maybe did move in time, or no, it didn't look like that. 10.3 billion, so let's have a look actually. 10.3 billion is still the score, so that may not have updated. 3.3 billion, so it was a 7 billion drop in power. Let's go back over to this one. It looks like we've got lots of things going on all the time, and it looks like Cosme is the rally setter for whip level 50. So we will keep an eye on this, and we will also keep an eye. Oh, here we go. We got another one, and this is again against Cloudboy. 18.9 billion against NER. It's going to be fast rallies that are being set on this. So you've got to be very quick in terms of seeing what's going on. They've already moved. I can tell they've already moved because when I click onto it, nothing is happening. So we will definitely keep an eye on all of the rallies that are going on, because it really does look like they are a fast-acting alliance. So that is something to keep an eye on. Andrew Chris is the next person. 25.8 billion from BBQ. And look how quick these rallies do go. 39.8 billion. They're going after the big ones as well. That's something that's pretty impressive. 27.7 billion was the drop after that. So that was an 11 billion drop, I believe. Just making sure nothing else has happened as well. Lots and lots of rallies going on. Let's have a score update. Wow. very, very tight in the top 3. If you are joining late, PAR joined late to the party at least 10 minutes after the battle had started. We believe that they're probably not going to be doing anything in this, and that's why they joined late, maybe as a little protest. Server 1606, 200,000. I am spectator of WIP, server 1329, who are in second place, 818,000. NER are in first place, server 1284, 936,000. And then B for questioning, again, not much between all 3 of them. Of course, there is, 200,000 between first and third, sorry. But that can change very, very quickly, especially with how quick these scores are going up. We can see Whip Cosme01 is in first place in the individual scores. NER Andy is in second. Tyler is in third. BBQ. Andrew Chris is in fourth. I would imagine a rally setter. TP, I say rally setter. I did notice there was defences going on as well. TPEL Tapal. WIP in 5th, 6th is Liquid, 7th is Mobile Suit, 8th is Sky, 9 is Ranman 31, and then we have in 10th place Bologna. Let's go back to the action. This is the BBQ Alliance. Let's go back to the rallies that are being set. Aardvark 24 billion in terms of the power set. Look how quick they're being set. I literally just clicked on it and it's gone. It's gone. It's already working its way back. That's how quick these alliance rallies are being set, which is very, very impressive. Although it's taken a little while for Evony to catch up, because unless that person moved, which of course generally can be the case, but I do believe that sometimes as well, Evony game on desktop takes a while to catch up. Medical tents being shared. We've got another one. It's Andrew Chris again. He's got a nice, decent score, 24.3 billion. So I don't know if Andrew Chris is going for individual honours. Maybe he's going for individual honours. But he is definitely getting some decent scores. There's a lot of rallies being set against him. And a lot of these rallies are doing damage, 27.4 billion. So you can see that he must be doing a lot of healing. That's what I'm saying from this. I don't really know what that really does. He actually moved on that last one, so that was probably a good idea. Battlefield map, let's see who has turned up. WIP, 23 people. NER, 24. BBQ, 21. PAR, also 21 people turned up. If you have a look at the scores, we will notice, and this will be because of Andrew Chris, score details-wise, they're catching up a bit. They are now on 862,000, still in third place. First place still belongs to New Era, server 12841 million. Work in progress, just with a slight second place lead over BBQ. Work in progress, that is who I am spectator of. And Parabellum in third place, late to the party, 220,000. I am going to leave those individual scores up while I go and grab a quack. While I go, I haven't had any beer, I promise. While I go and grab a quick drink. Okay, we are back. Let's do some quick rundown on the scores. But before we do that, let's go back to where Whip are on the map. It looks like they are going. Andrew Chris has been the target of many a rally already. It definitely looks like he is the person to be joining. I thought it. Yeah, it's already gone, hasn't it? Couldn't click on it in time. If you are watching, 36 people are in the chat. I definitely haven't had 36 IDs. So do please share your ID so I can share that with Evony and get you some rewards on the game as well. The next one is Human Kid. That looks like that could have been a defense. It's so hard to know. Yeah, exactly. So Evony is being a little bit slow in how quick things are happening. So this is Human Kid. The power is 14.6 billion. And I'm assuming they are going... Okay, it's a shared coordinates. So they haven't actually physically decided to start a rally on this particular person at the moment. But that is obviously subject to change. Score detail, is there anything much changing? I can actually say that we have a new second place, and that is BBQ. And that is because Andrew Chris is flying with the defensive side of things. 150,000 points we can see there. Another ID has been shared in the chat, so that will be shared with Evony. So first place is server 1284, 1.1 million is the score. Pretty impressive score to be already starting. Looks like Cosmeo1 is the Alliance rally setter, and they are in first place with 169,000. In second place, as I mentioned, B4 Questioning have now just taken that, and they are in second. Server 1569, work in progress. Server 1329, 952,000. Parabellum, server 1606, 244,000. And let's have a look slowly down some of the other scores. I'll shout some names out as I go down, and do let me know in the comments if you are if you are following anyone in particular. Math and Coffee, we've got there. We've got Toy Soldiers in 18, which was a song back from the 80s, if I remember rightly. X-Plants in 20th. We've got Jim in 25th. That is the rally setter for PAR. We've got Bolivar in 30th for BBQ. We've got Daisy, 35th for PAR. We've got Glock in 41. We've got Lucky L in 46th place. And then we've got Pretend to Work in 50th. Not Red in 53rd. Spanx in 57. Siphon Black 61. 66, we've got AV. We've got Nunu in 68. Another ID was shared from Sandeep. Actually, do let me know. I did share quite a few with Evony last week. It'd be interesting to know if that actually all went ahead and the rewards were given. And I'm sure, Sandeep, you did share quite a few, if I'm not mistaken. So do let me know in the chat if that was successful. Eduardo, 78. We got Juan in 81st. And we've got 88 people that have turned up in total. TC has shared 3 Evony IDs there, so I'll send them across. Let's go back to the battlefield map. Let's go back to the rally setting by Whip. We've got another one going on. No, that one has already ended. Score detail. We are having a really good old battle. New era, 1.1 million. Whip now back in second. Server 1329 on 1019. And B4 Questioning 1 million as well. So we've got 3 people already in the 1 million scores as an alliance, which is pretty impressive. Parabellum, 262,000. No rewards from last time. Interesting. Okay. It might be, Uncle Ron did mention share the individuals. I think that is what I'm going to... I did do that. I shared them as an individual first, and then I shared the other ones after. So it might be a case of that I only share the one. I think it's more beneficial that everyone gets their rewards. So maybe sharing 2, 3, 4, 5 isn't the best idea, and I won't do that for the semi-finals and the final. But thanks for giving me the update on that. Let's have a look if there's any more battles going on. Nothing at the moment. 34 seconds ago was the last one. Pitfall, I will share that share that ID, Evony ID as well. Score detailer, we get, again, 1041. It really is a strong battle. Do let me know in the chat who qualifies. Is it basically top 2? I'm just trying to think. I'm trying to think how many people were in this. 16 for... I'm assuming it's 2 from each one. That would... No, it's got to be 1, isn't it? It's got to be only first place if there's only 4 battles. So I'm assuming first place qualifies and no one else does for tomorrow's final. Confirm that in the chat for me. NER are absolutely smashing it at the moment, if that is the case, because they've got 150,000 lead. But of course, when you are only 37 minutes into a battle, things can change very, very quickly. Let's continue looking at some of these rallies that have been set. This one here is Math and Coffee, 31.2 billion. They are also from NER. Let's have a look at this. This might be... Lots of reinforcements already going in, 31.2 billion. Let's have a look at how this battle turns out. We can also see NER Andy has now gone across there as well. I placed my bet on WIP. 31.3 billion. And it doesn't look like it's changing, although there was a lot of reinforcements going on there as well, so it'll be interesting to know. I can't see any drop in power at the moment. 31.3 billion is all I'm seeing, but again, that could be because they've healed really, really quickly. 37 people watching. Thank you for the support. Really do appreciate it. Please do help support me by liking this stream. It really does help me with YouTube. Let's go back to the chats. You never know, we may even get an odd battle report. We haven't had anything for a while, but we will keep an eye out and keep our fingers crossed that one is shared. Okay, nothing. Oh, there we go. We got Monkey Luff, 23.3 billion from NER. This one, oh, that was jumped quick. That was rally set quick as well. Very, very fast-paced battles going on. This is where I would be absolutely useless. I'm telling you now. I wouldn't have even worked out what's going on before joining the rally, before the rally's been sent. I'm telling you, I'd be terrible. Do let me know if you are successful at this kind of battle play. Andrew, Chris, you're going to get some big scores today because everyone keeps targeting you and you keep healing. I don't know how many heal speed-ups are being used, but I'm assuming on today that is a lot, although it looks like they moved from this particular battle. Pitfall is from NER, so they're hoping to win. So, okay, big thumbs up for that. We've got someone actually following someone in today's battle. And to be fair, NER are looking really, really strong, and they're doing very, very well. And in fact, nearly now a 200,000 lead. So it would be a great bet at the moment, early doors, that they would be making it through to tomorrow's final. That is barbecue. It's not where I want to be. Let's go and have a look at Daisy. We had a look at her last week because we were following PAR last week. And it looks like Daisy is now going to be 2.5 billion. That's going to be a 0. There's no point, I would have thought, even reinforcing that particular one. 2.5 billion. May even be a solo hit, although I can't see anything happening at the moment. Oh, yeah, we got some more medical tents. I bet their medical tents go very, very quickly on this game. Don't click that button because that doesn't work. Burnt Oak, we remember them from last week. They were part of the rally setting, so they are now a target of a rally. 34 billion. Michelle, I will send that ID to Evony. Who were we looking at? We're looking at Burnt Oak. I was just trying to find my mouse. It was hiding. 23.4 billion, actually. That was quite a drop, actually. 13 billion, I think. Let's go back onto it as well and see what is going on. Trying to click on. It's not letting me. Not really sure why. There we go. 16.3 billion. So definitely a big drop on that particular one. We haven't looked at the scores for a while, so let's have a look at what's going on. In first place, server 1284, 1.3 million. Second place is work in progress, server 1329. The alliance I am a spectator of today on 1.1 million. Barbecue B4 questioning, server 1569 on 1 million. We can see Cosme from Whip, big rally setter, and holds the first place in the individual scores. Andy, NER, I'm assuming their rally setter. Andrew Chris, I can see, are doing a lot of defending. So I'm assuming that's coming from, those points are coming from more defense than they are attack. And then we've got Sky in 4th place, Tyler in 5th, Mobile Suit 6th, Liquid 7th, Bologna 8th, Topal in 9th, Math and Coffee in 10. And we will go down slowly for some of the others. Do look out for the people that you are following. Do give them a shout out in the comments if there's anyone in particular that you are supporting, whether that's an alliance or an individual. Kingslayer in 29th, Cloudboy in 33rd, Chesley 36, Lollipop in 39th. We've got Lucky L in 45, Pretend to Work 49. We've got Free Guy in 56. Remember them from last week. Aardvark in 61. We've got Canal in 64. We've got Avi in 69. We've got Yuck in 73rd. Humankind in 76. Adapati in 80th. Victoria in 85. And in 89th place, Malvasruin. There you go. Worked that out in the end. So that is where we are at the moment with these scores. Let's go back to the Alliance Wars and see what's going on here. Jim is setting one against the 39 point... No, not Jim. They're targeting Jim. 39.5 billion is the score. 28.5 billion. So definitely having a look at this, I would say Whip are going to push. If I was a betting man, Whip are the ones that are going to push New Era for that first place spot. It's really, really looking close. I can't imagine Work in Progress are giving up at the moment. What I would say with Barbecue, B4 questioning in 3rd place, a lot of their points has come from defensive and Andrew Chris, and there are now nearly 300,000 behind, so I don't know how much more they will be participating in this particular battle, but it does look like at the moment, with nearly 45 minutes gone of the battle, that first and second are the ones that are going to be fighting it out for that first place spot. NER versus WIP. I'll be back in 5. Okay, I am back. Hopefully everything is still beautiful with the old sound and sound issues. I haven't had any sound issues for quite a while. So I'm feeling a little bit more confident that what I've done has actually now helped. Where are we on the scores? Let's do a quick check on the scores. There is another ID that's been shared. We can also see subliminal class, easier said by many other people, as going for WIP. And that is actually who I am following for the spectator side of things. But we are looking at the scores. I'm just going to go back onto that again. And we can see that NER have 137,000 leads. So it's going to be hard, it looks like, for anyone to stop NER. Uncle Ron is saying exactly the same thing as well. Let's have a look at what's going on in the battles. We've got some more people being shared, it looks like, in preference or in preparation for battles, and it is Aardvark they are going after, 24.6 billion. Let's go and have a look at this from NER. God, they really do go quick, these rallies. They did jump, but yeah, pretty impressive how quick these go. I definitely am not joining in time, that's for sure. Let's have a look at this one. This is another one, 11.5 billion. Got no chance of dropping in the reinforcements before anyone comes. The only thing you can really do is just jump away from these particular rallies being set. Be interesting to know who is the fastest rally setter on in the history of the game. Well, not necessarily the fastest, but who is the most consistent in setting rallies coming. Supplies coming, we own it. That Alliance War has been already gone. Andrew, Chris, got plenty of points if you are joining late from defending. 11.5 billion. They have been up in the 30s more than once. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide that they are going to heal. No, first and foremost, we've seen that they jumped. And 11.5 billion, you're not going to... Yes, 9.1 billion. So a couple of billion drop. Flash fingers. You really do, honestly. Like, I don't even know how people join these rallies. There's no way in the history of this game that I am ever going to be in some kind of Battle of Chalons joining in rallies. It's just not going to be possible. It wouldn't even matter if I was one of the biggest. I wouldn't be able to join in time. It's as simple as that. Let's go back to the scores. Is anything getting closer? Are we getting anything? Not really. Not really. Parabellum in 4th. 3rd, B4 questioning. 2nd, work in progress. 1st, New Era. New Era nearly have a 200,000 lead, which at this stage is very impressive and is going to certainly help them in fighting for first place. Let's have a look if there's anything else. Andrew, Chris, you keep moving. Have you healed again? That's what I want to know. 9.1 billion. Incidentally, do you get any... Is there actually any benefit for Andrew, Chris, who doesn't look like they will be qualifying for tomorrow's final, but are in 5th place in the scores? Is there anything individually for the round? So top 1, players can receive extra rewards based on personal scores. They don't look very... They're very poor rewards, though. I wouldn't be chasing that. I wouldn't be healing all that time, personally, if that is the only rewards I'm going to get. Maybe I'm missing something and actually there is something better that they will get. I hope. I hope there's something better that they will get. Andrew, Chris, the defensive stalwart. They've moved as well. Cosmo is setting another one. Zero King, that is already gone. Let's keep an eye on some of these battles that are being set. Supplies is the next one. Oh, shared coordinates. Okay. Where's this one? Can't jump onto that either. Reinforcements for the supplies. I'm just going to go back actually to where that was and just see if it's already landed. Oh, they're all trying. Who's going to win it the last seconds? 20. Oh yeah, another one's dropped in. Detail. We can see enemies are coming. NER now own it, and you can just accept that they are going to take the rewards. And out they go at 175 miles an hour, ready to go and join in the next rally. So they didn't manage to hold on to that. King Slayer, where are you? Barbecue, level 44. Detail, 6.1 billion. Not sure that that's the one they're going after. They need big scores now. That's what they need, big scores. Andrew, Chris is again the target, 7.6 billion. I'd give up, Andrew. I'd give up. It's getting to that stage now. You're not going to be earning much from all of this healing. And again, I always like to know how much someone like Andrew, Chris has spent on heal speed ups. They're burning Surely that's the last moment now. Surely that's your time to say, enough is enough. We shall see. Let's go back to this one. Solo big. Cosme, that I did see that one go because it had already gone. So I'll just have a look at what their power was. Obviously, I won't know what it was from the beginning, but I can see it's 16.9 billion. Started an alliance war against level 47 Jim, which is a rally setter from PAR that we were following last time round. But this time, they are just trying to defend. 9.1 billion is what they had. And now, 5.5 billion. Medical tents being shared. Are Whip going to make a game of it? It wasn't that case when I looked at the score details the last time, and I can see they've pulled it back a little, but they are still 170,000 points behind. It does look like NER are going to be the ones. Last week it was PAR, and they carried the bat, which is a cricket term from leading till, well, it's actually opening in cricket and being there at the end, but I'm using that term today for being first from start to end. NER are the ones that are going to do that. 1592. Cosme, 265,000. It looks like work in progress, and Cosme may get the individual honours today. Jim, let's have a look at you. Jim actually ported. They didn't want to be taking any of that particular rally. We've got another one against Matteo. This is a 6.7 billion. Matteo El Peo. And they also moved as well. We've got one going on against Kiln. Medical tents being shared. I wouldn't even get there in time, probably, before it had actually already gone. Can work in progress... Is anyone still thinking that work in progress can come back in this battle? If you think they can still come back in this battle and make a fist of it for first place, give me a thumbs up in the comments. I'm not so sure. Shall we see how many people have turned up today? Battlefield map will be the area for that. 24 from Whip, 24 from NER, 22 from Barbecue, 23 from PAR. 36 people currently watching. I have 14 likes. Please do me a big favour and just drop a like on this stream. It really does help support the channel. Let's go to the chat and see what's going on over here. This one is against Nunu, although it's not going, so it doesn't look like... Yep, that alliance war has already been expired. Already gone. I will keep an eye on this and join in the next one to see what kind of power drop we get on the next one. It'll be very, very difficult, but not impossible. I think I agree. You definitely can't... Again, it's a poker term, pot committed. Sometimes you do have to ask yourself, are Whip pot committed in what they've already spent to get to this stage, which is absolutely beautiful for someone like Evony, where people have spent so much to be involved that you almost feel like you've got to continue with this right through till the end, especially as there's a place, first place up for grabs at the end, and a place in tomorrow's final. So, yeah, it's one of those. If you are someone that's put a lot into this already in the first hour, then you would be considering doing the same thing at the end. Jim is the one being shared now. Sad to see Jim having to hide from people. 17.7 billion. If you are joining late, last week I was actually PAR spectator. Had a little issue with them at the beginning, and to be honest, they were rally setter last week, absolutely beautiful, but this time round they are all about defense and jumping. First time to watch live, they are so fast, honestly. It really is a skill, and I'm sure there are other games and other events and things like that where, you know, maybe something suits you better, but this is definitely one of those that I would not be suited to. I just wouldn't be quick enough. RAC, another ID being shared. If you haven't shared your ID, then please do drop that in the comments. Let me just show you very quickly how you find your ID. Just jump into your avatar, and then all you need to do is go down to the detail section and then you will find your ID there. So you can see mine is underneath my name, and it's that long number. It's the long number that I need in the comments. Okay, let's go back. Let's have a look at who is next. King Cobra, that's gone. These coordinates have just been shared for Hikan. I can already feel the voice going. I'm ready for the next drink. In fact, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, let's have a look at where we are on the score fronts. Any late charges or are New Era pulling away even further? They are actually pulling away a little bit further. The lead is now over 200,000. Server 124, 1284. First place, 1.7 million. Whip, work in progress. I am the spectator. Server 1329 on 1.5 million. And then we've got B4 questioning. Is for 1.4 million from server 1569, server 1606, 461,000. Uncle Ron keeps tempting me with the beers, which is exactly what I need and is exactly what I will be doing straight after this, especially in 33 degrees heat. But I don't drink and work, so I'm just being sensible. I don't know what would happen if I started drinking beers during the live. I would probably want more and more and more, and I wouldn't actually be concentrating. So that's the truth of the matter, especially in this heat. Okay, so where are we going? Where are we going? We are going to Chas, and we are having a look at a rally against Math and Coffee. And all the reinforcements are going in because it is an NER member. 21.8 billion is the power. Obviously, if you are Whip, you are thinking it's time to make a move. So you are going to have to take on some of these bigger rallies. And of course, it could be a really decent defense. And you are just then losing even more in reference the scores. Or you could be making a little bit of a dent in the score in trying to catch up. And with that particular one, it looks like it was the first one. It looked like the defense side of things worked well on that particular battle. Of course, just on a quick note, I am, of course, from the UK. I am from England. I am from Birmingham, and I am very much looking forward to the World Cup tonight. So just a big shout out to the boys. I'm sure they are going to do us proud against Norway. And if you are following anyone in the World Cup yourself, and you are following someone that's still left in the tournament, I don't wish any of them any luck whatsoever. It's about time the boys brought it home. So I'm just saying that very, very quickly. I watched loads of people suddenly leave the stream, probably loads of Spanish people and loads of Argentinians and loads of French who are the pre-tournament favourites and are doing too good at the moment. I'm happy France-Spain is a semi-final. Of course, we've got our difficult one against Norway. Let's go. How many people have turned up, shall we see? How many people have turned up? We are pretty much as you were. 24 from Whip, 24 from Nur. Barbecue, 22. PAR on 23. Let's go back to the map and let's see where we are. This is where we are in the Whip Alliance. This is who I am a spectator for. Is Birmingham in Barclays. It's in England, and I'm not sure where Barclays is. What I do know is there is this really random accent that people think Brummies have, and I'm hoping I've done a lot of work over the years I've been alive to get rid of the Birmingham accent. Of course, I can do it very, very well. I'm not going to, but just to let you know, not everyone from Birmingham is or has the Brummie accent. Are you scared of France meeting England? No comment. They look formidable. They really do. It's a ridiculous. Like, Ryan Cherky can't even get into the starting lineup. I am not talking football, though. That's not... Oh, Barclays Premier League. Actually not. Birmingham City are in the Championship. They are in the Championship, although I do know that they are improving all the time. I've actually, of course, been to Birmingham City and watched them. But yeah, they've Coventry City actually got promoted, which is also close to Birmingham. No more football. Let's have a look at the score details. Let's go. I could talk football all day. Should create a new channel for it. New era. Server 1284, 1.8 million in first place with a 223,000 lead over Work in Progress, who are in second place, server 1329. Barbecue B4 questioning. Server 1569, they're on 1.45 million. Parabellum, looks like they've already given up. If you are joining late, they came 10 minutes late, which may have been some kind of protest. Server 1606, it was who I was the spectator for last week. 478,000. Like I say, it looks like they've just turned up to get their scores and off they went. They're not really taking part in this particular battle. 41 people watching. I think that's a peak for today. So big, massive shout out to all of you for supporting these channels. And it's not just my channel that's going on today with these Evony live streams for the Battle of Chalons. There are plenty more out there as well. And I do wish all of them all the best of success with their particular live stream as well. Plenty of awesome people creating content around the Evony game, which gives me a very quick opportunity just to talk very quickly about the website that I've created. If you are not aware of this, I am going to advertise my own website on this particular live because I can. And let me just show you. It is, of course, topgamestrategies.com. And if we go across to here, this is the one. This is topgamestrategies.com. Completely a one-man project. Sometimes drinking beer while I am doing this. But this is my ultimate aim to make the biggest mobile community game strategy, war strategy website on the planet. I'm aiming big. And what I've done with this, at the moment, I've added the 9 games that I've sort of been doing on the YouTube channel. So you can see, let's have a look at Evony. We jump into Evony, you will notice there are some guides. We've got a guide index, beginner to pro. If we went into the beginner to pro, you're going to see all of the different beginner to pro episodes that I've made. And if I actually go inside one of these, you will notice that you've got the video. But more importantly, you also have a breakdown of that particular episode as a blog format as well, if you wanted to go and read that instead. If we go back to the games, we go back to Evony. Another thing that I'm also doing, calculators and tools. This is something that I've been recently working on. So we've got a speed up calculator. It's the first one I've done on the website, but let's just say you were doing some construction, you was getting a speed bonus of 20%, and it was going to take you 672 days. You can see it's now telling you it's going to be 560 days. You can add all of your speed ups, etc., etc., and it's going to tell you how close you are and things like that. Can your one website sponsor me with pink gems. No, it's honestly, it's just it's something I've seen some of the websites out there, and it's just something that I thought that I know I can make something really decent. And it's not just the tools, it's not just the guides. I'm also working hard on the community aspect of it as well. So there will be an Evony the King's Return forum for people to come in and chat. And then lastly, the last thing I'm going to talk about on this, there will be an opportunity as well for chat. So there's going to be chat rooms for all of the different games, and I'll add all of these different. Just trust me. In a year's time, this is going to be one of the best sites. I'm aiming big. I'm manifesting, and I'm sure all of you people are going to support me. But what are we doing? We are all about the live stream today of Battle of Chalons. Enough of the sad self-promo of my website. Let's go back and have a look at what is going on. And we will have a look at the scores. And we can see New Era, 1.8 million. They are starting to pull away, I feel. They are starting to pull away. It's 230,000 nearly in the lead. We have Work in Progress, who I am the spectator for, server 1329, not taking part, only able to see what they're doing and things like this. They are on 1.65 million. BBQ, B4 Questioning, server 1569, 1530. And then we've got Parabellum, 491,000 in the 4th place. The individual scores, top 10. Cosme in 1st, Andy in 2nd, Mobile Suite in 3rd, Bologna in 4th, Ranman in 5th, Sky 6th, Math and Coffee 7, Andrew Chris in 8th, Tyler in 9th, Liquid is in 10th. Let's shout out some randoms. Hopefully, I don't duplicate. Hamza in 15, Explant 17. We've got John PD in 23. We've got Max Vicky, 24th. We've got some other names as well. Athena in 29. I'm really concentrating. I'm not saying anything the same. Ballboy Ref in 35. Sasha in 44. Jack Main in 47. Not Red, 51. We've got Crumble Crim. I might have said that one. 57. We've got Volley Bear in 62. We've got Big Finn in 69. We've got Zero King in 76. And who have we got at the bottom? We've got more people turned up. Thick, 44 in 92nd place. So a few more people have managed to turn up. I haven't had a like on this particular live for quite a while. I've been stuck on 14 for the last 35 minutes. Someone, please, make that number change. Please. Okay, let's have a look at some rallies that have been started. We've got Jim. Jim was the rally setter last week for PAR. This time round, he is seeing what it's like to be on the receiving end. Detail 27.6 billion. Let's have a look at what is going to go and happen in this particular battle. 27.6 billion is going to become, I'm waiting for it, 19.9 billion. So that was 15. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever you were, big shout out alongside the other 14 people for dropping the like on this particular live. 19.9 billion. Have they dropped any further than the 19.9? No, that is where it sticks. Let's go back over here. Let's have a look at any rallies that are being set on here. What have we got? We've got a new ID being shared in, actually, from Vine. ID has been shared there from server 1256. If you haven't already done it, then please do consider sharing your ID in the chat, and I will share that with Evony, who then pass on some rewards for you. No, they are not massive. No, they are not amazing, but it all counts. It all counts. It really does. Jim, let's have a look. I'm concentrating on Jim here. Feeling a little bit sorry for him. There is nothing going on in terms of another alliance battle yet. Reinforcements for Max Vicky. So the power is 19 billion. Let's see how many reinforcements go in there and how quick They also go in before the battle drop. Before the rally drops. 18.6 billion. I'm keeping an eye on the amount of people watching. 39.41, I believe, is the peak, although I will go and double check what the peak is today. 18.1 billion. So at the moment, the defending is not doing too bad at all. A few more reinforcements going in as well. 18.1 billion. Still 18.1 billion. Someone's going really slow from this direction over here to go and help out with this. $20.1 billion, a bit of healing done there by Vicky as well. 20.1 billion. Okay, let's go back to the alliance wars that have been started because Jim is in trouble again with his 18.6 billion and his PAR rally defense that he's going to be trying to knock away. Just trying to click on. We'll get there in a minute. 18.7 billion. I did say I was going to have a look at the peak in terms of, 41. No, it's not that. That's not that what I wanted to go to. It's this one. Yes, it does look like 41 is the most at any one point. There we go. We haven't got 42 yet. We need 3 people to join into the... Oh, I was joking, and it just literally happened. 3 people randomly joined in. 42, new record. Thank you very much. Okay, let's continue. Jim, what are you doing? Jim, you are burning, sir. Jim is burning. 2.4 billion. That's got to be the end for Jim. What would be the point in healing from there? We have Matteo, 7.8 billion, who's being chased after right now, although Matteo has already left, jumped, gone. So no rally hit there. It looked like it was Ramon. So it looked like it was a change. The old port swap for 24.8 billion. That happened on that one. Score detail. Let's have a look if there's anything going to be happening. And in fact, New Era have just continually led with efficiency. Actually, they've just been efficient all the way through. 2.1 million. They're over the 2 million score. There's actually maybe even a slight battle in second and third. Whip, work in progress, 71329. Barbecue, B4 questioning, 71569. And the scores there are 1.79 million, playing 1.69 million. So quite a close battle, maybe developing for second and third. There's not really much change in the top 10 in reference scores, individual scores. But it is definitely getting a lot more heated as we continue. And port swap is exactly what I thought as well. Looks like that's what happened. 13 billion. Lucky M has shared one from NER. Also, Aardvark has been shared as well. We will keep an eye on this particular chat, waiting for the next rally to be set. And then I will jump into that. Medical tent. Should we see how quick they go to medical tents? Literally, it's probably already gone. As soon as one person finds it, everyone is there. Who's this one? Okay, this is a reinforcement needed for Tapal. Let's go and have a look at the detail. 21.7 billion. 21.7 billion. It looks like the rally is already gone, actually. So eventually it's going to allow me to click onto it. 19.2 billion, so 21.7. So it's a 2.5 billion drop in that one. Not sure if there's any other particular rallies that are going. Okay, what are we doing? 44 minutes of the contest left. I do believe Nur are going to finish in first place, 2.1 million. What we will do, though, is continue having a look at some of these rallies that are being set. Level 44, 16.2 billion from barbecue, 16.2 billion. Again, if you are... Well, that was a bit of a drop, 4 billion odd. Again, one of the things that I really want to push on Evony is the ability for a spectator. If you're not aware, I'm not part of an alliance. I'm just allowed to view this particular battle from a particular alliance. I'm currently the spectator for Whip, but what it doesn't give me is the ability to look at people's battle reports. Thank you, Big Finn. Just talking about it. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted, was a battle report. But yeah, I can't share any of the battle reports on here. I need them to share them in the chat. Let's have a look at the troop buff breakdown. This is a fairly even contest in terms of power versus power. And you can see as well the debuffs that are going on there as well. So it's nice to see a battle report finally. Let's come off that and see if there's anything else. Nert is putting full marches in the portals. Sky, that one's already gone. Medical tent. Let's have a look. There you go. There is a medical tent. Oh, no, this is a different one. It's this one here. And again, it's going to go quick, isn't it? I think it's already gone. It probably doesn't allow me to click on and see exactly how many of those tents are left. Score detail. Are barbecue going to push WIP for second place? It doesn't look like it at the moment. New era first place. From start to finish, looks like it's going to be a thing for them. Battlefield map. Again, no one else has officially turned up yet at the moment. I wish I could see the live scores from the other battles as well. That would be so cool. It's one of the things, actually, I'm considering doing on future streams. And do give me your thoughts on this. Because I've got 37 people watching, give me your thoughts on this idea that I've had. So I'm thinking, for future ones, that I go and do this. So I'm the spectator for this particular alliance in this particular battle, but then I'll go and jump in a few of the other streams that are going on just to catch up on a few live scores from the other ones. I don't know if it's a good idea, and I don't know if it's realistically something that I should be doing and jumping on other people's streams, but it's just a thought. It's just a thought. It'd be cool to see what is going on with the other battles while also seeing this one as well. PAR climbed a little, but not much. They did actually, didn't they? They went up to 572,000. But again, Cosme has got first place sewn up from Whip. So maybe finishing in the second place alliance, but we'll get the individual scores. Anything else being set? Talking to Cosme, they are going after M. Quinn. 16.9 billion in power. And let's have a look if they get burnt on the barbecue. There was a few reinforcements. It didn't look like many reinforcements, so we'll have a look at what that 16.9 billion is. That's Andrew Chris. I wasn't clicking on Andrew Chris. Why are you doing this to me? Stop. 16.9 billion. It still says the same thing, but that could be genuinely a full heal. Although, I'd like to hope it wasn't, because I don't understand why you would want to be healing if you are going to finish in third place. Please don't, unless someone can tell me something different. Unless someone can say, actually, there is a reason that you would want to be in the third alliance, still healing, because you can do this, you can get this. Please, educate me and let me know as to why that would be happening. Let's go back over to here. Let's wait for another alliance to be set. Another alliance rally. Hopefully one goes very soon. And we are into the final 40 minutes of today's battle. Attacks 1. We've got Liquid. Maybe someone's hearing me about battles. I don't know, battle reports, because all of a sudden people are sharing things. 1.7 billion, that was a nice one. Pretend to Work, Barbecue, Solo Attack. And it was an 11 million march from Liquid. They lost 1.4 million in that battle, 186 million on the damage, 1.7 billion taken off the opponent. And here you can see the buffs, 4,654% ground troop attack. That's pretty impressive. I've got to say. So not bad at all from Liquid. Let's go and have a look at them. You can see they've got to they've got to be a pretty decent castle. I would. Don't do it. Spectator of a spectator may not be viewed well. What do I know? Nurse, another beer here. No, I actually, as I was saying it, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, nah, that's probably a little bit cheeky. And I agree with you, and I'm glad someone else said the same thing. No, not a good idea. Won't do it. I will go and grab another beer instead. I'm not drinking beer. I'm really not. Third place, maybe just heal so you are not bored sitting there for the next 40 minutes. Maybe just randomly hit people for some personal points. I just don't really get it. I thought you'd save your heal speed ups for future battles down the line, unless you are unlimited in money or you've got somehow unlimited heal speed ups. Maybe, I don't know. It just seems a little bit strange to me. Score detail, anything changed? Because obviously now we're getting to that stage, 38 minutes left. We are getting to that stage where it is now literally make a decision time. And the lead is still comfortable, isn't it? It's still comfortable. Over a 300,000 lead. So it looks like that one is done. Let's go back and see if there's anything else going on. Humankind. Is this a rally that's being set? Can't tell. Of course. I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. The heals. Referencing medical tents. The only reason I say, I mean, how much does the medical tents give back? But the only reason I say that is because some of these people are healing a lot, which I'm assuming I would have thought was, I did forget about the medical tents, but I would have thought was actual heals. But I see what you're saying. Humankind, what was your power? 5 billion. Alliance War, King Kobe Clan, 9 billion in power. This is also from NER. We can see reinforcements going in, but I don't think the reinforcements have gone in as quick as the actual battle, although they have ported. I am going to go and get a drink, and I will be back in 30 seconds. Okay, we are down. How long have we got left on the battle? Let me go back over to the game. 35 minutes left on the game. If you are just joining, I can see 33 people watching. Let's give a quick shout out on the scores. In first place is New Era, server 1284, 2.3 million. Second place is Work in Progress, server 1329 on 2 million. B4 Questioning Barbecue, server 1569 on 1.8 million. And then we've got Parabellum, server 1606. In fourth place, they turned up late to the party, 628,000. Don't really think they were participating in today's battle. Individual scores, Cosme in first place, Mobile Suit second, Andy third, Ramman fourth, Bologna in fifth, Math and Coffee sixth, Sky is in seventh, Jim, who's been doing a bit of healing, is in eighth, Liquid is in 8th now. There was a little switch over with Jim. And in 10th place is Andrew Chris. I will go slowly down for the other scores. So if you are looking for someone in particular, you can go and find them. Let's continue down slowly. I'm not going to shout out anyone on this particular scroll of the scores. Trying to save my throat. Also, by the way, I gave in. It's beer o'clock time. And this time, I did go to the fridge and I did grab myself a San Miguel. It won't be the last one I have today, that is for sure. 16 likes. I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. 28 people watching. If you haven't liked the stream already and you've enjoyed today's stream, then please do consider throwing a like on this particular live. I will be here for tomorrow's final as well. So do join me for that if you are going to be around. I will continue with this one. It will be the C5 continent. As I've started from C5, I will finish with C5. I think it makes the most sense. And we can see who is going to be the winner of C5 Battle of Chalons. We are nearly at the end. Let's see how many people have turned up to today's battle. 92 is the amount of people turned up from all of the different alliances. What I will do is go to the battlefield map. Let's go back to what is going on over here. We can see there is actually more burnt castles. That is what is going on with the whip area that they have taken. Let's go and have a look on this if there's anything going on. I can't see any battles at the moment. Have a little scroll, see if there's any different reports being shared. If you are watching this back and you are from the Whip Alliance, I say watching this back, if you are watching this at the moment is what I meant to say, and you are able to share some battle reports, then please do. It would be amazing to have a look. Building team, everything is red. Take buildings, please. So a few shout outs for that. K McQueen, let's go and have a look. I'm not familiar with that beer. It sounded like a Samuel Adams when I first heard it. Yeah, San Miguel. Actually, I really do like it. It's a beautiful beer. It's one that I have. I tend to be... I say beer because I have to be careful here, right? Because I always get it wrong, right? When I say beer, I mean lager. But obviously, I know in America that is very, very different because I've been in America and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll have a beer, please. And then they give me a beer, which isn't a lager. So it's San Miguel lager. And I always, every time, I've been to America 3 times. I've done it every time I've gone there. I've not said lager. I've got beer. And I can't even remember the ones that you have in America. But that's what I end up with. Bit of a confusion when I say it. Okay, 17 likes. Thank you. Much appreciated. What was I going to do? I can't remember. I said I was going to do something. Let's go to the battlefield map. Let's go back over here. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of red buildings. Let's have a look at this rally going Papa. No, Papa. It's already. I say it's already gone. 39.2 billion. I didn't get there in time. I wanted to see that. That would have been really interesting. It's got to that stage now where it's you just got to throw everything at it, haven't you? You've got to throw everything at it in trying to get the big scores. But it's not. If anything, it's probably going to play more into our hands than anything because you're going after the big ones for the big scores. But the reality is that you are probably... That was a spam call. Don't need to be answering that. Yeah, you are probably playing into their hands because there's probably a lot of defensive scores going on for this as well. Obviously, it doesn't make a difference if you're going after barbecue because they're not really a challenger. But it just it's at that stage now where it's make or break time, and I think it's pretty much break. I think this battle with 30 minutes to go, I think we kind of got an idea as to where this was heading. 13 billion. What one's this being shared? This person's been literally here all the time. And I say here. They're always on their own somewhere. PAR is having a look. I don't know what they're some kind of random battle going on here. Maybe they're scouting for PAR to hit. But there's no point. There's no point, people. It's done. It's not done from whip. If you were from whip, I could understand, but let's have a look. 13.8 billion reinforcements coming in. Or is that an attack from some other alliance? Whip needs to kill all part and barbecue to catch up. That's exactly what they do. We have ale, stouts, frullies, organic, and lagers. I think it's ale that they give me. I think it's ale, not lagers. I've got to say. But I went up to one person. I remember the last time I went to America, and I said, "Oh, can I have a lager, please?" And they got really confused, like I'd said something foreign. Maybe it was just me. Let's go and have a look at this rally going against Math and Coffee. 16.7 billion. As they said, it's now a case of just hitting anyone and everyone, hoping to get all the scores. Look at all the reinforcements going in. This is going to really help NER if the battle is useless. They're sending it anyway. 6 billion drop. It's not too bad. And that's only a 6 billion drop from that particular battle. We don't know, obviously, what from the reinforcements could also have come from that as well. Did it make much difference to the score? Not really. Still nearly 300,000 is the difference. Be interesting to see the battle report from that particular battle. It'd be nice to see. Don't think we're going to get that wish. So, were there any other servers that were also involved today, like where you had an alliance from your server also involved in Battle of Chalons? Do let me know. Amateur servers, pathetic, really. Honestly, I felt really weird. I was like, I'll just have a beer then, please. And I went, oh, beer. So yeah, maybe it was just a server that didn't understand what I was talking about. 27 minutes to go on today's battle. This is my opportunity to say that I will be doing tomorrow's final as well. It'd be awesome if we got the support from all of you guys on that tomorrow. It would be amazing. I do hope all of the other streams that went on today went really well, and there's some really good battles, which I will catch up with later and see how people got on from other continents as well. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's stream and it's been something that's enjoyable for you. If you've got any feedback, I don't care if that's constructive or negative, positive, whatever it is, then please do let me know in the comments. I'm always keen to improve anything that I can on my streams and on my videos. And if you would be kind to leave a like on this particular stream, that would also be amazing. Let's go into this one. I had to step in and tell them that you wanted a pint of Heineken when you asked them for lager. That is the one. That is absolutely true. I'll have a pint of Heineken. That is the correct answer. Mimi Essentials. I wonder who that is. Welcome to the stream. Yes, that is the wife answering there. Also, your daughter wants chicken nuggets and chips from McDonald's as compensation for your work, for you working all weekend. Lots of laughs. I tell you what, that can happen if the likes go up to 20. How's that? Right? Play a little mini game. So the daughter wants chicken nuggets and chips from McDonald's as compensation, and and I want 20 likes. So 20 likes happens. You've just got my daughter her wish. Okay, let's continue having a look. Let's have a look at these scores. How are we doing? Let's shout them out one last time before we go into the final 25 minutes of the battle. Score detail. Let's have a look. Server 128. We'll do it the other way. Let's go from fourth to first. Server 1606 Parabellum. 665,000 turned up late to the party. If you are only just joining, it looked like there was some protest in terms of the power. They knew they weren't competing today, so it looks like they deliberately turned up 10-15 minutes late. They have a score of 667,000. In third place, B4 Question in Barbecue, server 1569. 1.9 million is the score for them. Second place, the team, the alliance that I am a spectator for, server 1329, and the score there of 2.2 million. New Era, NER, server 1284, 2.5 million. And We have 19 likes. It looks like the Dorsat is getting the wish. Look at that. She's only one away now from getting the McDonald's nuggets. I think I should have a beer with that though. I think that should be part of the agreement, is that I can go and have myself a beautiful beer, a beautiful pint of beer for working so hard. 34 people. Oh, she's got it. There you go. Let's clap that in. 20. I went too small. That's what I did. I went too small. I should have gone 25. 20 likes means that someone is having chicken nuggets and fries from McDonald's. Well done on that one. Let's go and have a look at any late battles that we got going on. And we have an alliance war against Sky, 17.6 billion. Normally filled with loads of reinforcements. 17.6 billion. We will have a look at what happens on this one. 17.6 billion. Detail 5 billion. That was a nice drop, wasn't it? 12 billion. Share that report, please. Share that report. That was a nice drop. Be interesting to see if Sky heals at this late stage, because I don't think they need to. Oh God, it's doing that whole chasing things around. Yeah, I don't think they need to. So it'll be interesting to see if they heal. Did it make much difference to the scores? It never does. 2.263 playing 2.556 says that this one is already done. Shared a battle oh, I got really excited then. I shared a battle report and I was like, oh my God, I've got my wish of a beautiful attack being shared, but it wasn't. Let's continue. Someone needs reinforcements. Another alliance rally going on here, 6.3 billion. Another NER member. There's going to be loads of people that are going to be reinforcing, I would imagine, from NER on this one, although the rally is already gone. 1.3 billion, we can call that a 0. Burning Castle alert. Let's go to another one. They're all going to come in really, really quick now, aren't they, at the end? I think that one already disappeared, didn't it? It did. The Alliance War has expired. Eduardo, PAR, level 43. Detail, 3.5 billion. That solo. Send a solo at that one. There's no point even sending a rally. You don't need to. And 3 billion. Still 3 billion. Just, I like to reaffirm that is the drop. So it didn't look like there was too much good going on from that particular one. We've got one now going against Aardvark. 24.6 billion. Too late. Too late. That is how quick these rallies are going now. Got to jump in and go quick. 21 likes really do. On a side note, genuinely, thank you everyone for your support in today's battle. It really, really does mean a lot. I'm just going to go and grab a quick drink. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, we are back. And I am going to check how long left. 18 minutes left on today's battle. If you are just joining, let's do a quick shout out of all of the scores. In 4th place is Parabellum, server 1606, 683,000. 3rd place is belonging to BBQ, server 1569 with 2 million. And then we have work in progress in 2nd place, server 1329, 2.3 million. And in 1st place, they've been in 1st all the way through today's battle, 2.6 million, server 1284. Individual scores. Let's shout out the top 10. Cosme 01, 458,000, very impressive. Mobile Suit in 2nd place, also from Whip, 373,000. So it just goes to show you that the top 2 were from the 2nd place alliance. So it just shows if they'd have had some stronger people, then maybe they could have done something better in today's battle. In 3rd place and 4th, it's Ner with Andy and Math and Coffee. 5th, Barbecue, highest player, Ranman with 318,000. NER Bologna in 6th. NER Sky 7. Whip Liquid 8. Barbecue Papa Caps 9. And in 10th place is Tapal from Whip. It is getting nice and tight, but I think we can already see that this one is only going in one direction. So again, it just gives me the opportunity to let everyone know that I will be doing tomorrow's final. It would be awesome to have all of you there as well for that particular final. It will be for the C5 continent. I will stick with this and we will see how PAR get on in tomorrow's final. Do let me know in the comments or on other videos, anywhere you've got the opportunity to talk, to let me know what you want to see on the channel going forward. I can do a lot of different guides. I've got lots of different ideas. This is all part of the top game strategy idea, the branding. I will be doing lots of guides and I will need all of your help, because I always say on these particular battles, and I'm going to say it again because I haven't said it for a very long time. So let me go and find my lovely image, which is you're the expert. And on a serious note, it really is. You guys actually are the experts. It's your input that makes us all stronger. And I want to build a massive community where we can all get involved. And this is genuinely what helps us all grow. So do get involved in the comments. Do get involved in all the other videos. Share your knowledge, different perspectives on what and how you do things. It will be different games. It won't be just the Evony game. I've got 2 YouTube channels. I've got this one, and this is one that is for the deep dive. Like I say, I've only had 1 beer. It's genuinely not a problem. One bit is deep diving stuff. Deep diving guides will be on Empire Build Academy, whereas the simple guides, the beginner guides, the attack guides, defense guides, where it's just a nice, simple, quick overview for the beginner, that's all going to be on Top Game Strategies. I did do a quick video on that today to say that I will be doing my first video on Monday for that. So it'd be really cool if you get involved with that. So yeah, again, I just want to thank everyone so far. My account, genuinely, I'll just have a quick look on the game, Top Game Strategies. I clicked on the wrong button. Got all these different images. Like, I just want to show you what kind of goes on in the background for me. I've got all of these different images. Why is that not showing? Oh, okay. This is my OBS system. It's for the streaming. I'll get my words out in a minute. It sounds like I've had 14 beers. It's for all of the different streaming. So this is how I do things, just in case you wondered how things work in the background. And this is how it all works. So let me go back to the game. What I do want to do is just show you very quickly where I am with my account. And this is the one, the 4 billion account. You can see it's there. It's 3.999.8 million. I'm going to drop that. I don't want to be over 4 billion. I just think 3 point something always gives the server versus servers and the battlefields, the opportunity to come and try and take me down. And this account genuinely wouldn't be as strong if it weren't for all of you guys out there. Genuinely. I'm always learning new stuff. There's lots of people who are involved with sharing lots of comments. Uncle Ron is definitely one of them. So a big shout out for Uncle Ron as well. And that's what I want everyone to do. I want everyone to get involved, sharing their best knowledge so that we can all play whatever game it is to the best of our ability. And you guys getting involved in the comments, sharing your knowledge, sharing your perspectives is exactly what does that. And this account right now before you is not down to me. It's definitely down to some of the information that you guys have shared. But let's go back. How long have we got? 12 minutes. We are nearly into the final 10 minutes of this particular battle. Let's go over to where I am the spectator, and this is the whip area, so you can see all of the people that are getting involved. You will notice there are some burnt castles. There are some burnt castles from some very big players as well. So we're seeing 1.1 billions from 44s and all this kind of stuff as well. Cosme has been leading from the beginning. Another battle going against Jim. 7.3 billion. Jim just enjoys this game. There's some more healing. Now, again, very good point. Someone did mention it earlier that this could be from tents. And that is a very, very good point. And that was MJP. Just had to go and check back who said that. But MJP, great point. Again, I was thinking it's just heals, forgetting that Battle of Chalons does have the tents available as well to also do some healing. Cosmo, who are you going? Cosmi, who are you going after now? Let's go and have a look. It looks like they're going after this particular port, maybe. There are some medical tents being shared. Just as I said that, there is one being shared, and people rushing to these and getting involved with these. You are getting the level 3 tents, especially, are giving some big heals for you for free, so you don't have to be wasting your own ones. Battlefield map. You can see all the red buildings. This is being owned by all the other people. Whip are not involved on any of these. He says, I'm sure. Sorry, I was just having a look because of Whip being red, and I was thinking, is it so? It's blue for what you own, red for what the opposition owns. I was just making sure that Whip in red, Nert in blue, Barbecue in yellow, and purple, PAR. I was like, has there ever been? I questioned myself for 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, so let's go back. Whip actually had everyone turn up. 25 out of 25 have turned up for Whip. Where are we going now? We are going back to the Hive. This is where you can tell I've been talking for too long. I'm getting very, very tired. And it's not the easiest thing in the world. I will say, talking for over 2 hours on a stream is not something that I find very easy. It's not too bad for the first hour. Hour and a half, I'm okay. But the last half an hour is that struggle where you're like, this is too much. I need to play music in the background for you guys. That's what I need to do in the future ones. No, I don't. Let's have a look at if we've got any rallies going on. We have tents being shared, I think. That is what is going on there. Lollipop. What is their power? 1.5 billion. That's going to be a solo or something of the kind. No rallies needed for that. Let's... I'm not very good at talking. That's the funny thing. You'd think from this particular stream and the videos that I do, that, you know, it's something that I find very natural, and genuinely isn't. I sort of just go off on tangent and just let what be is, to be honest. I stutter a lot, as you probably can already tell. So it looks like Ner are going to be in tomorrow's final. And like I say, that is who I am going to be the spectator for tomorrow. I will request NER in the final. I'm not sure as to how good they are going to be. But what I can do is go and have a quick look at the Battle of Chalons for the semi-finals and see just where NER placed in reference this particular... in reference to the last one, the beginning. So if we go and have a look at this, NER actually finished in 14th. And now that's really interesting because we can see Barbecue actually finished in 10th. Whip finished in 15th. But it just goes to show maybe they were in a battle that they cruised through. And they were smart. Maybe didn't spend too much and just saved that for the final. But we can see there are some big ones that are going to be in there tomorrow. Are we expecting Sagan's Empire and Theria and Saint Sinners to be there as well? It all depends on, it could have been that first and third could have been in the same meetup and they both couldn't qualify for tomorrow's final. So it really is open as to who will qualify for tomorrow's final. But I will be as part of the NER Spectator, and that is who I will be looking at tomorrow. Let's go back and have a look. Any late dramas for the last 8 minutes? I'm sure there won't be. Interesting. It's all right. I just wanted to see if it let me share that, but it didn't. I was thinking that could be a way for people to know that I'm a streamer and they could share battle reports, but no, it didn't work. It's probably gone into my world chat, hasn't it? No. I was just looking where that random share went. It went nowhere randomly. I'm going to try one more time because I can. Battlefield channel. Yep. No. Okay. I physically can't share anything. That was just an idea that I had at that last moment. Let's go to this battle report. No, it's not. Let's go to Burnt Oak, who's on 15.4 billion. Let's go into this one as well and see what's going on in there. Burnt Oak, that rally actually ended. Didn't get there in time. Battlefield map. Score details. Nearly so over 400,000 was the lead in the end. So really did cruise to the victory for NER in first place. Whip second place, 400,000 ahead of Barbecue, who were more than comfortably ahead of PAR. Shout out the top 20 scores. Cosme in first, Andy in second, Mobile Suit third, Math and Coffee fourth, Bologna fifth, Ranman in sixth, Sky seventh, Liquid 8th, Popper Caps in 9th, Jim in 10th, Tapal in 11th, Tyler 12th, Andrew Chris 13th, Hamza 14th, Killin in 15th, Kalidris Alba in 16th, King Cope Clan in 17th, Toy Soldiers 18th, Max Vicky in 19th, and in 20th place is Matteo Alpeo. I will go down and shout out a few of the other scores as we continue. Monkey Luff in 29th. EBD in 35th. Hats in 37th. Steamy 69, 40th. We've got Moist Cat in 42nd. Some of the names are incredible. In 46 is Lenith. We've got Not Red in 49th. I think I shouted them out before. We've got Anmei in 54th. We've got Crumble Cream in 56. We've got Ileana Reyna in 60th. Zero King 64. Eduardo MJ 67. For PAR, we've got, what else have we got? We've got NER Nunu 71. K Queen 72. We've got Canal in 74th. Humankind 76. Siphon Black 79, Victoria in 83rd, Black Honey 88, 93 people turned up in the end, Ngankati in 92nd place. Any more late rallies? We've got Andy being shared from NER, 35.7 billion, and this is the NER Alliance. This is where they have all been, and in fact, actually, just want to have a look at I was wondering, I'm assuming they've probably gone after solos, the person in first place, which is Cosme01, because I can't see Cosme there unless I'm being stupid. I can't see them. So maybe they're going after a few of the other people. Let's go back over to this. Alliance War being set by Jim. That one's already gone. Not by Jim, by Cosme. On Jim. But yeah, really, really good performance by NER. They definitely look very strong, and I'm sure they are going to be a threat tomorrow. Cosme sharing their one. Maybe they're getting a little rally going on, or a rally is being set against them. 33.2 billion. Maybe they've decided now is the time to have a go and see what's going on. Pitfall, happy with an NER victory. Are you a member of that particular alliance? Or are you a member of that particular server? But they've done very, very well, definitely in tomorrow's battle, in today's battle, ready for tomorrow. We only have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left of the battle, so it will be time very soon to read out the final scores. Oh, that's awesome. So you're part of the same alliance. That's really cool. So let's do, with a minute to go, let's shout out the final scores that I pretty much believe will be the end for the individual scores. The top 10 doesn't look like it's going to change. There's a lot of gap there, a lot of gaps between the different scores there. Cosme in first, Andy second, Mobile Suit third, Math and Coffee fourth, Bologna fifth, Ramman sixth, Sky seventh, Liquid eighth, Papa Caps ninth, Jim in 10th. We have the final seconds of this battle, and there are going to be no late dramas. As you can see, 400,000 NER are ahead of WIP, who are 450,000 ahead of BBQ, and BBQ are comfortably ahead of Parabellum. The final 10 seconds, again, this is my opportunity to say thank you to everyone who was involved today's stream. Really do appreciate your support. It really does mean a lot. That is the end of this particular battle. I do hope you will all join me for tomorrow's final, for the C5 continent final. This is the alliance that I'm going to stream as a spectator of, is going to be NER. It'll be really exciting to see what's going on there. Final results just for you to look at. I'm not going to shout out any scores, but what I am going to do is just move very slowly down all of the top individual scores so that you can see if there's anyone in particular. Very well done to NER in first place. Very well done to everyone else who took part in this particular Battle of Chalons. And congratulations to anyone that was involved in the Battle of Chalons from all of the different continents that were going on. 6 different continents and all of the semi-finals. And hopefully I will be seeing all of you in tomorrow's final. I'm going to leave it there. I will continue going down these final scores. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.